Hola a todos, bienvenidos a una nueva entrevista aquí en The Dark Melody. Hoy me encuentro con el bajista e integrante más nuevo de los legendarios KREATOR Frédéric Leclercq. Welcome to The Dark Melody, Fred. How are you doing today?
Hello, I'm good. It's pronounced Leclerc, but it's fine. I mean, it's
Okay.
yeah, it doesn't matter.
So this is gonna be a little weird, but I just saw you a few weeks ago on the 70,000 tons of metal cruise.
Okay, okay.
I, I was there. We even took a picture together.
Oh, okay, fuck.
And I also saw you at your very first show with KREATOR, I believe. This was in Chile in
In Chile.
2019, I think.
Yeah.
So I was kind of at your first and at your last show. Some,
Awesome, awesome. When did we take a picture together? What day was that?
I think on the second day, I think on the pool deck, something like
Yes.
that, on the balcony
Okay.
of the pool deck, I think.
Okay, cool.
Later, I show the picture to you.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So how was that experience to you, the cruise?
Oh, that's the fourth or fifth time that I'm doing a metal cruise.
Mhm.
That's the third time I'm doing the 70,000 tons of metal.
Okay.
And we have done so with Dragon Force. I had done also one called Full Metal Paradise, I think, or Full Metal Cruise.
Yeah.
Takes place in Spain. It's basically the same but more German, and booze is for free, so it's a little dangerous because everybody's like, "Bleh." And we done one also in from Finland to Estonia. So it
Mhm.
was a very short. That was funny as well. Yeah, it's fun. I like cruises. You don't really have much privacy because everywhere you walk, people are just looking at you, and they're all very
Yes.
friendly. They sound like, so you feel like people are looking at you, just like, so but people are very friendly. And what I was able to go and swim or touch stingrays on
Mhm.
these
Yeah.
sunsets. That was really cool. That was a great moment, and also the fact that we played the old school set on the first night, that was pretty fucking
Yeah.
sweet.
One moment. I just found the picture with you. I'm gonna show you.
Uh-huh.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I see it. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, that was on the pool deck on the second day of the cruise. So
All right, awesome.
so yeah, this is like a paradise vacation for many of the bands there, and this is kind of the thing. You bump into each other all the time, bump into fans. I think the bands are already expecting that the fans greet them every time and took a picture with
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
Kind of
yeah, yeah. It's cool. I mean, when you want to have your peace and quiet, you just stay.
yeah,
You just stay in your cabin. And I
yes.
had a balcony, so I could. But then again, I guess people are happy to see you, and I'm not complaining. I feel it's nice when people are
Mhm.
just like, "Oh, can I take a picture with you?"
So I imagine you bump into your old Dragon Force mate on this edition of the cruise, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You still in touch with them? You're friends with them?
Yeah, of course. Like I saw them maybe half an hour after boarding. I was
Huh?
just oh, look at that. And so we sat down, and I spent a lot of time actually with Sam on the boat. Herman was more busy, but yeah, I spent a lot of time with Sam and G, and it's cool. Yeah, of course they're still my friends. There's absolutely no bad blood, and I wish them the best. So it's all good.
Yeah, their set was very fun to watch. It's like what crazy. So, how was the transition between doing power metal with Dragon Force and join a legendary thrash metal band with like Creator? Was there any challenge for you? Any difficulties?
No, the like I keep saying in interviews, that's the style of music I've been playing since I play guitar, because that's the music I like. I prefer thrash, death, so evil stuff. So I'm used to play that sort of music. People just see one side of who I am, because that I was doing, and plus Dragon Force is very fast and speed, and it's extreme power metal. So
Mm.
no, not in that sense. I think it was more like the sort of challenge was more to just the fact that fans of Creator might go like, oh, hold on, that's a guy that comes from power metal. What does he know about thrash? But fortunately, I think people seem to accept me in the family, and no, so it's great. I mean, to me, it was just like it was more relief than anything, because I wasn't very happy with Dragon Force anymore, and I was just complaining all the time, disagreeing, sorry, on every decision that the other two would make.
Yeah.
So it wasn't fun for anyone. I was just like, fucking hell, no, I don't like the artwork, no, I don't like this song, no, I don't. So you know, it wasn't. So when I told them I'm leaving, they were not really surprised. They were like, ah, okay, you know, and it was fine. And like I said, you know, we've done last summer, we've done 2 shows together as well, and I'm very happy to see them every time. So no, transition wasn't an issue.
Okay, perfect, man. So let's talk about the creator latest album, Über Alles. It's your first album with the band, and how was the recording process for you? I don't know if the album was already being composed when you joined the band, but did you have any say in the composition, the writing process?
Yeah, so I co-wrote a song with Miller, Dying Planet. And the rest, I think my input in terms of arrangements, because Miller comes with like the demos of the song, so he wrote the lyrics, and he had the riffs, and then we worked on the structure. I was the one with the recording equipment. So we would arrange, like Ventor is doing his Ventor thing, you know, and Sammy adds his solos, and then what I would do, apart from working my bass lines, was record everything. And then when everybody would go relax, I would actually carry on working on the songs, like checking the sound, adding some more guitars, moving things around. And so in that sense, I had more work to do in the pre-production department, because I would, you know, work on the songs, and then the next day send them to them and go like, oh, by the way, I changed this and that and blah blah. And I wrote like the duo solo section in Über Alles, some guitars on top. You know, I play guitar as well, and so I hear a lot of myself on the album, which is great, you know. So I think it's pretty cool to be able to join a band, and they left me my space, you know. We sort of, because we had worked together on 666 World Divided.
Yes.
So I was familiar with the way things were, and even when we did that one in the pre-production and the rehearsal, I found my place very quickly, because I have a tendency to give directions when I'm working on music, which could possibly, they could have, you know, gone the wrong way. They could have been like, oh, calm down now, you just joined the band. But actually they really enjoyed that. We're just like, yes, please tell us, you know, give us your guidance and tell us what to do, or, you know, to a certain extent, of course. I'm not telling them you do this and that, but like, can we try? I'm very enthusiastic, and I guess that's what they like as well. So the recording process and the writing process just went very, very smooth.
Yeah, nice, man. It's a very solid album. I think Creator doesn't have like bad or weak albums. It just had a experimental phase on the 90s. But how about well, okay, the tour in Latin America is coming up. You play here in Uruguay on the 25th of April. So we'll see you here in Montevideo. So you ever been to Uruguay? I think not, but do you know anything about the country or something?
No, I don't. I don't, and I'm very happy. I was doing an interview right before for Peru, which I've never been to either. So I'm actually very looking forward to it, because every time I've been to Latin America, it's always been nice. People are friendly. Yo hablo un poquito español. So, I mean,
Bien.
yo solamente un poquito, pero yo entiendo un poquito as well. So that it's kind of cool. I like the vibe. Being French, I have Latin, you know, roots in that. So I can relate to the people, and yeah, so I'm actually very looking forward to it. I don't know if we have a day off there, but so top of my head, not. But I would love to be able to explore a little bit and get to know, you know, get like, I don't know, buy a bottle of wine. What should I do? What do you think I should do?
You should go to a restaurant and eat like we called it asado. It's like a meat everywhere. So you should try the Uruguayan meat.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, like, in Latin America, it's always like, to me, what I have in mind when it's Latin America is like the intense fans, you know, just like they go like, whoa, really crazy, the meat and the red wine. So that's cool. I'm down. Okay, so I'll try to see if we can get that at least if we don't have a day off, then either after the show or at noon for lunch.
Yeah, I hope you can have a day off. Not many bands had a day off when I'm touring, but hope you can can do that. So, and you play, you also play with Testament, so another legendary thrash band. So, how about with your relationship with the guys in Testament? You met them before? Are you friends with them?
The band definitely they've played together. They've known each other for a long time. Me, I've met them while I was in Dragon Force, but not we just say hi to each other. We just like yeah. I remember having a few drinks many years ago and laughing with Chuck Billy and his wife. But I don't know if he remembers me, but me, I remember meeting Skolnick when he was playing with TSO in Montreal, I think. So I've bumped into them, but I'm not like buddies. I don't have anyone's number, or we're just like so. But hopefully by the end of the tour, there will be a different story. But I've got respect for them, of course.
This is gonna be like a proper introduction, this tour for you to them.
Yeah.
So okay, you said on the 70K you play like the rarity set list and the normal set list with the newer songs. So I imagine on the upcoming tour you're gonna be like a mix of old and new stuff. Am I correct?
Yeah. It would be probably like more like the second night, like the pool,
Okay.
because you need to satisfy like a larger audience. It's fun to play old school set, but I guess you should not annihilate all the new fans and people that discover the bands with Phantom Antichrist or Hordes of Chaos. And these songs are fun to play as well. There's something very true in what the others were saying, like Ventor and Miller, because they've been there since the beginning. And it was cool to revisit these old songs, but they could tell like, oh yeah, and also I could tell, but by working out the songs and rehearsing, that there's been like an improvement in the songwriting. Like the first two albums is very wild and punk and almost punk in that sense, just like 1, 2, 3, okay, see you at the end of the song, blah, blah. And then they said like I think it's Extreme Aggression and Coma of Souls, that's really when there's been an improvement in the songwriting and in the playing and everything. So for them also, it's important that they to play all these songs that they feel more comfortable and more achieve as an artist. So you have to find the right balance between that, satisfying the old fans, the new fans, and making us happy as well. In a perfect world, we would start with Ripping Corpse every night. I love the song, but no, it's cool. Yeah, it would be a mix of everything.
Nice. Yeah, I think I'm one of the few fans that prefer the newer Kreator stuff to the old stuff. Many fans are like Kreator old school thrash, extreme thrash, but I really like the new anthemic sound. It's more like a live setting songs.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. We always have that in mind when we do the songs. I remember we were working on, which one was that? Maybe Crush the Tyrants, which we haven't played live yet. And we were thinking just like, imagine like people going once again, and we have that in, because the goal is to have like a great album, and also to have like songs that work live in a live environment. And I think so you're right, anthemic is the word. So that's definitely something that we have in mind, just like to have a chorus that people can shout. And I think that's always been the case in the band to a certain extent. You can sing along to Tormentor if you want, but I guess it's probably more obvious nowadays with the new stuff.
So many of the artists in the metal scene are also metal fans. I think you're one metal fan as well. So I wanted to ask you, which bands are you currently listening to? Some new albums?
So I'm a metal fan, that's for sure. Like I know my metal, but I don't really necessarily chase after new stuff, because I like what I like, and there's a lot of things that come out and just like, I've heard that before. So it's not, it's gonna be like interesting in terms of sound, production. But the music that I prefer is definitely like stuff in the past. So I love rediscovering things, or also because metal is what I do for I was gonna say for a living, but that's every day I play metal, and there's metal in the venue and whatnot. I think I also on my time off, I kind of like to take a break and listen to Japanese jazz fusion. That's what I'm listening to at the moment. Okay. But there's a band that just came out, and I'm mentioning their name in interviews. It's called Persecutor. I think it's from California, from the US, and it's kind of cool. The guy has a mask and it has like two dudes from Huntress. The band Huntress that we toured with Dragon Force back in the days, 10 years ago, fuck. And yeah, so that band is called Persecutor, and it's actually really cool. It's catchy, and so I like that.
Okay, so I'm gonna check them out then.
Yeah.
So last question. So what's next for Creator after this tour? What are you planning?
Let me just so I can find the picture of the Persecutor, so that way you can visualize Persecutor like this. I don't know if you can see.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Very
So
weird.
That's pretty cool. I like the song Brain Freeze. So we are currently on tour with Lamb of God and Municipal Waste. We're doing Europe until the 21st of March, and then we fly to Japan to do 2 shows, 2 festivals, Loud Park in Osaka and Tokyo. Go home for 2 weeks, then Latin America for 3 weeks, I believe, and then with Testament, then straight into North America with Sepultura. And then by the time we're done with this, we go back home for a few days, and then it's festival season. So there's a lot of touring this year, and then once that's done, probably like take a break for like a little month or 2, and then tour again, and then we'll see. But I have a jacket here that says Creator World Tour.
2024, okay.
2024. So I guess that answers your question. So that's what's happening in the near future.
Gonna be jammed with shows everywhere. So this year and the next. So yeah.
Yeah. Which it's good. I'm not gonna complain. Like I spent 3 years of not touring, or 2 years of not touring much.
Yeah.
So it's good to be back out there.
Okay, Mesa, that's it. That's the interview. So really fun talking to you, man. Really nice meeting you.
Cool. Thank you very much. That was cool, and I hope I get to see you when we play in Montevideo.
Of course, yeah, I'm gonna be there, first row.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, great, man. Thank you very much.
Man.
Yeah, and take care. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.